Hello, Zafir here. Welcome to my stream, boys and girls. It's another beautiful Monday evening. I'm glad to have you all here. Today we are going to get our dailies and Monday started. There's lots to do. Hang tight. Bear with me. I'm sure you guys have been very patient with me, and I greatly appreciate it. And I really enjoy your views and your likes and your comments and all that good stuff that I don't get, So, this is how we're going to start off today. I'm only going to do one stream today. That's fine and everything, but I want to leave the audio on because I want to talk about a few issues. It seems like my Legion's dying constantly. And it's because, honestly, of greed. Not the player greed. That player used to be awesome. I don't know what happened to that player. I'm talking the literal term greed. People are worried about EPS share all the time. And honestly, I'm tired of it. I really miss the days of playing as a noob when we weren't really worried about being number one. We weren't really worried about, anything except having fun with each other. It used to be about kinship. Now seems like a contest of who can be the biggest asshole. And I'm sorry for cussing on stream, but I'm just being honest here. It just doesn't seem like the same game anymore. There's plenty of ways to fix it. How about, EPS share and events be based on how much work you put in, not how many people are in the events. That would be awesome. You really don't inhibit your growth that way. Instead, people are in contest on, beating up their own friends just to get a few more EP. But what good is EPS if there's no players to spend it on? If there's nothing to spend EPS on, you have no player base whatsoever. What good is EPS? Let's be honest here. What good is that currency if there's no one to spend it with? What good is that currency if there's no game? Why are we fighting over it? Why are we greedy? Why is this game pushing us to hurt each other? When I play an MMO, I know it's a PvP-based MMO, but when I play an MMO, I think to myself, maybe I'm here to make friends. Maybe I'm here to, make a group of friends. Maybe I'm here to help people. You really don't give it a second thought that maybe your best friend that you're looking at right now, that you're playing this game with, is one day going to be your enemy. And that's a sad thought. I don't rightfully like to think that, one day I'm going to be in competition with my best friend, Mr. Chaos. I don't like that thought. I don't like the thought that, if you want to rank, you have, and you want a decent EPS share, you're going to have to kick these members out of your Legion because they're not growing properly, they're not understanding the game correctly. You're in competition with your own Legion. Why? Why am I in competition with my own Legion? I don't want to be. I have a legion to be in competition with other legions, not to be in competition with my own. Instead of these big legions like we used to have, we have this collective of little legions. And quite honestly, it's driving me crazy. So call this a sinking ship. I don't care. I'm playing this game the way I want to. In all honesty, I have followers. I have people that consider me their brother on this game. They confide in me, secrets, stuff about their day, details about their kids. Honestly, I would never share any of it because, a secret is a secret, but could you really face that person? Could you really tell me that you would compete with that person? I mean, a healthy competition is a healthy competition, but a competition that would hurt them. You would no longer be in the same legion anymore. You're fighting each other constantly. Who gets the number one spot, right? Then people can just come in and leave as they please into your server once that server opens and just mess everything up. Take all your work from you. Your work does not matter anymore. Everything you've done up to this point, somebody that's been playing the game for 10 years is going to come in and take all that away from you. Why? Because they can. And they're going to call you a noob. They're going to call everybody that's from the server they go into a noob. And you know what? I'm tired of it. Honestly, I've been on the brink of quitting for a while now. I don't think I actually will, because I have a message to spread. I have friends to make. I have enemies to crush. And I'm not going to give in without a fight. I'm not a loser. I don't quit. What kind of person would I be to my followers? Those people who call me their brother. What kind of person would I be if I just left them like that? At the end of the day, I couldn't face myself. Could you? I know it's just a game and everybody's like, oh, chill out, it's just a game. But in reality, these are head games. These things affect us in real life. You make friends. You've been friends with these people for months, sometimes years. And then suddenly, you're faced with the option, well, if I want to grow faster, I have to leave these people behind. What kind of person are you to say yes? What kind of fun are you having anymore? Isn't that the basis of a video game? Why are we being tortured against each other? Legion events should not be about how many people are at the event. If you want to push people to grow, it should be about the work that they put in at the event itself. We have a Saturday event that's like that. You go to Dragon Continent, it's the, I don't believe it's an altar competition. I think it's the Sunday event, actually. Either the Saturday or Sunday event. It's an individual event. It's not based on Legion. So you're not fighting for a share. everybody works together, even enemies. And you know, that kind of stuff is great. I enjoy it. In fact, I believe everybody does. Well, and it actually pays pretty decent. I mean, every time I go to that event, I get at least 160 EPS and growing because my damage is growing. But what good is it when you have nobody to play with? Because this game has taught you to be a selfish prick. It does not work. And it will not work. It's designed to be broken. It's designed to hurt you. It always has been. Yeah, at first we didn't see it because there wasn't a lot of us. But now there is. And quite frankly, I welcome the new friends. I used to tell you guys on all my streams, no matter what, do what is morally correct. Do what is right. Do what you want to do. Selfishness is not a way to live. It never has been. It never will be. It definitely does not work on a video game. If somebody is having a hard time, you shut up and you help. If they still don't get it after however many times you try to help them, well, you have to understand that sometimes you can't help the helpless and move on to the next person that has potential. That is what being a leader is all about. That's what being an allegiant is all about. That's what having friends is all about. Mr. Chaos, McChoppy, Darth Lucario, Bloodlicker, Sarcasm. All of you. Once upon a time, we were nobodies. And we were having all the fun in the world. What's going on now? Where has it all gone? Let's be honest here. I'm frustrated. And I know you guys are too. And just because I didn't mention your name doesn't mean I don't love you. You guys are great. Shit, even Luca pisses me off sometimes. But he can be a great guy when he wants to be. Skull Runner, welcome back, buddy. Cushy, welcome back, buddy. I was forced. I wouldn't necessarily say forced, but I feel like there was no reason behind this. But I was put in a situation where I had to enemy two people which either still are two of my great friends, three of my great friends actually. Probably not my best friends, but still great friends. Vanilla, Achilles, Arthas. Because of Abyss, because of the EPS share, because of greed, because somebody wants to be number one. I did all this for no reason. Because in the end, I am still getting, yeah, I have friends now, but look at where they left me. Look at where I'm left after the merge. Either I join them or I stay here and I crumble. Honestly, who wins? Who really wins? And I'm not talking bad about anybody here. I'm just saying the system is flawed. Quite honestly, like I said before, it always has been. What is there for the player that just wants to make friends? Wants to lead a successful legion while they do it? Isn't that the design of an MMO? I don't know. You tell me. Am I wrong? Am I right? Where are you guys? Alrighty, just got done with that. Get that out of my inventory. Player Katrina just came in with these guys with transfer. From my understanding, was denied back into their legion. See, we did this thing where we kind of split both of our legions into one big legion between two, and a couple of their players got, well, let's just say they merged into a third legion. They said, well, screw angels. We don't care that angels is as old as the game itself. Dating all the way back to New York, dating back to 3 different private servers, going on 4. We're not going to talk about that, right? We're not going to talk about how old Angels is, that it's an honor for me to run Angels. That good friend of mine, Candy Cotton, or Cotton Candy, used to run Angels herself. And here we are. Situation where it does not look like, it looks like they brought people to the server with them that they've kind of just said, you know what, you know, we don't need you in here. It's about EPS share. Honestly, if it wasn't about EPS share, would we really have a problem? You know, even though they're going with the flow, they're against the EPS share thing too. You know, I talk to them a lot. I talk to them every day, actually. Um, hate it as much as I do. They're just gets more complacent with it. I don't know. That's what it's all about. EPS share. Yeah, boy. Being turned against your friends because that's what it's all about. Right, Lauren? Yeah, that's why I play a game. I play a game to get turned against my friends that I grew with. Yeah, that's just what we do. Achilles and Arthas helped a lot. Mr. Chaos, you know, swooped in and showed me the ropes, everything I had to do to grow. I did everything. Everything as he said it. Not to the extent that, you know, I was supposed to do it, but you know, when you have kids, you really don't have enough time. And he, you know, he had kids too. He couldn't really do it at the same extent himself, but you know, he also has a job. I don't. I'm disabled. I'm at home all the time. I have plenty of time to do a lot of things, but never enough time in the day to do everything. If you think about it. That's what it is. My Romanian friend Arthas. I mean, I just wish that he would just listen to me. When I was trying to tell him it was out of my control, but really looking back at my choices, was it really out of my control? Should I have really trusted them and disbanded in the first place? I had the players that I needed to continue ranking, to continue getting EPS share. Why did I confide in them? Why did I listen? They're not as powerful as talking about. Really not. I mean, yeah, they have experience for years. And yes, they are pretty powerful. But think about it. Think about it. Think about it for a minute. 1522 BP down there. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Let's look at it. I used to be about 1700 BP. They, Achilles, whisper me if you're watching the stream right now. Can you hear me? I can answer you. I can answer you with my voice. Okay, so we have definitely been placing, but as of recently, like earlier today, everybody, all the Turks left. We had a bunch of hard hitters that was helping us place in the top three, but they straight up left. The projected fear because they formed a new legion called Immortals. Well, it's not necessarily new. Um, they did come from London. So you got Kingslayers, Immortals that are, and then of course Freedom are gonna place. We're either, and then Phantom Troop are gonna place, and then you got you guys, Savages are gonna place, and then it leaves us, Angels, who the only, I mean, we have a few hard hitters still, but we don't do enough damage. I mean, pretty soon I'm projecting that Freedom's going to do the same thing. They're just going to make another Legion, and they're just going to take all 5 spots to where we are no longer going to get EPS share. It seems like the only way that we can keep getting EPS share, Achilles, is if we have a larger Legion against them to keep placing. Other than that, I don't see any other way we can keep placing, because there's no way we're going to be able to keep up with them at this rate. It's going to be a long time. I mean, if we are not getting EPS share, what do we have to survive on? Like, there's no income. How do we grow? How do we grow with no income? What are we going to go grind Korea for the rest of our life until, we get carpal tunnel? Are we going to stream videos? Are we going to, what are we going to do, Achilles? Let's be honest. It's just, I feel like the game is designed to put friends against friends in an unhealthy manner. I mean, the large legions aren't surviving because what's your EPS share between you and 2 other people? 300 a day? That's friggin' sweet. Imagine if it was designed to be based on how much work each player does in these events. To where it wouldn't matter how many people there are, you still get paid the same amount. You just get paid based on the work that you do. That would be great. Yeah, just like Abyss, you get paid based on how many points and kills you get. A few guys and I were discussing that earlier. Say something like Chamber based on how much DPS, well, not how much damage you do to the boss, it's how much EPS you get from the event. So you no longer have the problem of that one guy that comes in and taps the boss once. Exactly. So inevitably, you're going to have to spend money on the game, am I correct, in order to get anywhere? I mean, I'm all for putting a little bit of money into the game, but look at a game like Warcraft. I'm not trying to advertise a different game here, but look at there, real quick. Look at a game like RuneScape. Look at these MMOs. You're not forced to buy. I mean, yeah, you have a 1-month membership, but you're not forced to buy anything. You're just, it's there. If you want it, you can get it. But you're not going to suffer gameplay-wise at all if you don't. This game, oh yeah, exactly. Look how insane that beast looks. Oh my god, he did a great job with it, and oh my god, what he spends something that looks like our life savings on it. It's like it's like this. It's like why is there a game where you spend so much money on it? Is this a rich person's game, or is this an addict's game? What is this? Is this a game with rich gameplay to it where I feel like I'm getting content even if I don't spend money? It's exactly what happened. Um, it's exactly what happened. I know, right? I mean, I want to say, Mr. Chaos, you, Arthas, Sarcasm, McChoppy, Bloodlicker. I have a long list of friends, man. I love them guys. I love you guys to death. Vanilla, I was really excited to see her come back. What it is these whales came in and, like, looked at us all like we were noobs. Like, dude, look how old the server is compared to London, and, we're the noobs. Like, and it's not all of them. Believe it or not, Hyken and Gokstar are great people. Um, they're just whales, like you said. They're really high up there. They're two of the highest BP players in the game. You really can't compete with them for a while. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing now? The server is about to die again. Server is about to die for it. I think they had the idea of coming if even if it weren't for Mr. Chaos and I think they were still coming. Regardless if they met us or not. Because Hyken was originally on here during the beginning of the server anyways. He had plenty of time to scout it out, the potential here, who was growing. Who I don't I honestly I haven't known them really long. I enjoy talking with them a lot. Like, we voice a lot in group. They're actually great people. It's just there's a lot of them that don't have the same vision as us. Okay, I understand. I mean, that's what elitists do. The higher ups, they when a new server opens, they jump to them. They win content. They win the server contest. Every server, when it opens, it has a server contest, and what they do is they go win the prize. They typically keep it or sell it. Most cases, they sell the contest for EPS for gains. He's pretty cool to play with sometimes. I don't get to play with him a lot, but he definitely does not like Luca. And I mean, if it weren't for what Luca did with my weapon the other day, man, I would have kept my opinion about him, which I didn't really have a very bad opinion um, about Luca at all. I was in contest with Luca. I wanted to beat Luca because, you see the big guy in the server, you go, how awesome would that be? I know, right? Constantly becoming top rank. Where's the contest in that? Oh, Luca, I accidentally went into what you call it, Dragon Continent without locking a wand in my inventory I was working on. I mean, it's only a little plus 12 that I've been working on, but he got me to buy it back from him, I guess, for 1k over what he put back into it. Like, I dropped my weapon in Dragon Continent, and what happened was he picked it up because, like, he killed me in Dragon Continent. He picked my weapon up, and I said, bro, can I have my wand back? And he said, yeah, no. And I was like, dude, I wouldn't do that to you. I spent 3,500 EPS on that. Can you please give it back? And he made me pay 3,500 EPS after using he used like 25 god tiers on it and made it super divine and made me pay him 3,500 EPS to get it back. And that was kind of dirty, man, to be honest with you. Arthas knows about it. He laughed when Luca told him, and I was like, dude, I told him on the Discord. If you look at the Dark Marsh Discord, I said, I'm glad you thought that was funny, and because it really wasn't. But that really that really locked in my opinion about him. Exactly. Exactly. Like we're supposed to, yeah, it's cool to be enemies and everything, but respecting each other, like you drop a pretty valuable item like that, I would imagine that, even you did that for me, Achilles. Like I dropped a couple of my divine jewels and you gave them back. I would have done the same thing for you. And honestly, if Luca were to drop something valuable in the ground, if I accidentally killed him, I would have given it back to him because we understand the value of EPS, don't we? Yeah, he did turn a new leaf. I mean, I am happy for him about that, but let's be honest. For a minute there, he was this big dictator like esque kind of ruler. I didn't like it at first, but he did turn a new leaf. We were all becoming friends, but there was no. Yeah, we were all competing in Celebrity Hall and stuff, but Abyss was just boring. I know. All we did was fight the. All we did was fight the bosses. There were no enemy legions. There was no. Because, you also got to think about it. The server was just about dead, as well. I mean, it braced us for new challenges. The challenge we are facing right now is competing amongst ourselves now. It's a challenge that I do not welcome. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Abyss is one thing. It's not a. In my opinion, I don't care what rank we get in Abyss. You want to kill each other for the fun of it. Without getting PK points. Red Abyss too. Um, Everyone for themselves. Everyone killing each other. I've had Legion mates. They're like, "Oh, why were you killing me?" I'm like, I don't see no names when I'm up in there. You think I remember what your garments look like? He's like, Red Abyss. We ain't got no name in Red Abyss. I killing everybody. This is when I get my anger out. Everybody I can kill is gonna die. And I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we don't lose anything for real in Red Abyss. Exactly. And they were, I mean, obviously, I create different appearances that people can memorize, like the garment that I'm wearing now with that. Oh, thank you, by the way, for those fallen angel shards, by the way. You see me wearing the weapon soul. But, I put together my own little things from time to time, and that's how people know who I am. And they're like, "Oh, you killed me over and over and over again." I'm like, "How do you know? I didn't even know who you were." I appreciate it. I get these ideas with the garments sometimes. I'm just like, "Oh man, it would look cool with this." I'll go ahead and put that on it. Okay. Like, dude, you remember when I used to be in the top 5? I mean, at least I'm still on the same page. Do you remember when we were all noobs and like none of this shit mattered? Like we were busy like I don't know screwing up all the time because we didn't. I mean, we understood how the game worked, but we didn't like 100% understand all the new stuff. So we were like, oh man, and now here we are. Yeah, there's new SKs now, man. Dude, did you see how many characters that American Reaper has? Oh my god. Yeah, by the way, Reaper is an American like us. He's a great player, by the way. Um, if there's anybody we can make some kind of alliance with, it'd be definitely him. Oh man. I remember when we were all struggling to find a team for EH normal, and now we solo EH hard like it's nothing. It's like, dude, you want to see something real quick? Hold up, this is so damn easy. Oh man. I'm about to start using Laura, by the way, just like you. Today, I think I'm gonna have her at 80 stars. But let me eternal hell. No, I'm not gonna do that yet. Hold on, I need a friend. Hold on. Oh man. Oh wow, that's cool as shit. Did you get the achievement for that? Is there an achievement for 3-manning heroic? Okay, that's cool. I wouldn't necessarily call them dead weight. I mean, they could have shaved a second or two off the boss. You never know. Eventually, they won't be dead weight. You know that's another part of the game of the dungeons, like the ability, like even when you have the ability to 3-man something and you can bring 2 people that normally don't cut the bill typically. um, I'd say go ahead and do it. Help your friends out. That's what an MMO is all about. Am I right? Oh yeah, definitely. Where is this guy? Okay. I'm gonna take this noob with me. He just came back to the game. Yep. And some people actually work on multiple tunes too. You know, like their their alts look like their mains. It's pretty cool shit. That people got that kind of time, money, resources, whatever. So I'm gonna do this little thing right here for you, Achilles. I really wanted you to be watching this stream when I did it. So you seeing me, man? Alright. Oh yeah, dude, that dude has like, oh my god. He hella plays this game. Reaper is crazy at this game. This dude. Oh yeah. I feel like, and I get along with some of them, the leadership mostly, but you can't blame me for feeling like Angels was targeted and intentionally destroyed just about. Several times our relationships, whatnot, everything was almost intentionally destroyed. It seemed they gave us members, and then they were complaining that the EPS share was low. I was forced to kick a bunch of players that I actually like keeping around, and then they left anyways. It's just a terrible situation, man. Man, where is this dude? Did he pass out on me? I'm trying to show you. Never mind. You already know I can solo that shit. Yeah, it could be like that though. It all adds up. A drop in their buckets, but most of the time it's our whole damn bucket. In a couple more days, I'm gonna get some better element. Probably Nightmare. I don't know. I haven't tried Nightmare yet, solo. I could imagine it's very hard. Oh yeah. Normal Nightmare. Oh wow. Sky's pretty dead though. From what I hear, that Wyaxo character, the the gambler, basically came in, took all the ranks, and kept a lot of people from even enjoying that server. Like that server was taken before it like anybody could enjoy it. I'm surprised a lot of people moved to Sky Park, even because once it was announced that Sky Park was about to open, the leeches had their eyes on it, dude. Yeah, Savage versus Wyaxo. They get overwhelmed, man. I mean, I like to think we live in a world where wait, primary critical hit. I'll take that. Man, I don't understand how they're able to do things the way that they do it. I really have a hard time with it. Oh, my Tivo. I feel really bad for Sky Park. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. Yeah, some of us got bills to pay. Other people like living with their parents. No offense to Luca. I mean, that's exactly, what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, that hurts. It's from doing EPS transfers. You go buy those green gems, you could transfer EPS to another server. I have a couple friends whose parents actually live with them. Like, they take care of their parents. And honestly, kudos to them for, being in a situation, it sucks for their parents. You know, I feel bad for their parents being in a situation where they have to live with their kids, but it rocks. I bet you it's an awesome feeling to be able to take care of your parents, especially if you had great parents that took great care of you growing up. Hey, giving back what you took from them all those years. Oh my God, yeah. I couldn't. My dad recently passed away a couple years ago, and to be honest with you, my mom's got MS, and I could not imagine her going to a home. I love my mom so much, and a lot of kids, it doesn't seem like they appreciate their parents as much as people like you and me. Exactly. How was I not able to defeat the 125 without an item? That's weird. Yep. Yo. What the hell is going on? I gotta see something real quick. Durability. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. My durability's fine. What the hell is different? Everything's leveled. Hmm. That's weird. That was weird for a second there. I was doing really low damage at like the 125. Usually I start struggling after 130. I'm about to get to the top. I really enjoyed talking to you, Achilles, and hopefully we can try to amend, things that I didn't quite explain to you about what was going on, but in reality, oh. Welcome back. Oh, you're still out of this frame. Oh. Looks like I'm done here. Go do the daily. Oh man. Alright guys, seems like we're out of time for the day. It was really fun hanging out with you guys, talking to you, Achilles, and um I hope we, took something from this. And we can do better by ourselves and our friends. Thanks for sticking with me. I was actually talking to